Well, the president seems confident it'll all work out in the end, but there's no reason to be optimistic. The fate of DACA recipients is by far the best piece of leverage he has or ever will have. If he gives it away for free, none of his other immigration priorities, the priorities he ran on and won the presidency with, will even be considered. All those border security measures you keep hearing about, they're ridiculous. They mean nothing. They haven't worked, and in any case, they'll be rolled back instantly the next time a Democratic president wins. If this president doesn't get funding for a wall now, it will never be built, period. In Israel and in Hungary, walls have proven remarkably effective at controlling who crosses borders. And that's why Democrats oppose one on our border. Not because it won't work, but precisely because it will work. The Democratic Party has no interest in halting the flow of illegal immigrants, no matter how much it might hurt Americans who already live here. They've done the math. Democrats lost in 2016 because our middle class rejected them. That means they've got two options now. They can embrace the issues the middle class cares about, or they can import an entirely new electorate from the third world and change the demographics of the U.S. so completely they'll never lose again. They're going with the latter option. Yesterday, we told you about College Park, Maryland, where illegal immigrants now have the right to vote in local elections. But that's just the beginning of a much larger trend. We can say with total confidence that letting illegals vote everywhere in all elections will be a mainstream Democratic position within 5 years, if not much sooner. Anyone who opposes it will be called a racist. Bet money on it. The dividends of such a strategy are just too obvious. There are, by the way, ways to make a DACA compromise that might actually improve this country. Once given legal status, Dreamers will be eligible to legalize their family members through family reunification, meaning the amnesty will end up covering millions, not just a few 100,000. A real DACA compromise would explicitly ban this possibility and make it clear that legal status will only be offered to Dreamers and not any of their extended family. A real DACA compromise should also require that beneficiaries give up citizenship in all other countries. After all, the claim, you've heard it a lot, is that they deserve legalization because America is the only country they know. But don't count on any kind of deal like that from the current Republican leadership. As one of their colleagues told us just this morning, when Nancy Pelosi and Paul Ryan sit down to talk immigration, they aren't opponents negotiating, they are allies strategizing. In the mid-1990s, Congress came pretty close to passing legislation that would have included powerful barriers to illegal immigration and lower levels of legal immigration. Paul Ryan, then a staffer for Congressman Sam Brownback of Kansas, wrote a series of letters to other lawmakers that helped kill that bill. There's no reason to believe he's changed at all. Earlier this year, we had Speaker Ryan on this show, and he assured us the House would be working hard to fund the border wall. That was a lie, and not the only one the GOP leadership has told its voters. Nominally, Congress is controlled by Republicans, but on immigration, Democrats control the agenda. Why is that? Because Paul Ryan and many other corporate Republicans agree with them on every substantial point related to immigration. President Trump goes along with this because he wants a legislative victory badly, and his party is incapable of giving him one. This arrangement cannot last forever. A party this out of sync with its own voters will collapse and splinter. Republicans don't have to agree on every policy detail, obviously, but there ought to be some non-negotiable principles at the center of it all. Borders are real. Citizenship matters. America comes first. If you can't say any of that with a straight face and mean it and act on it, maybe you're in the wrong party. Congressman Tim Ryan is a Democrat. He represents Ohio.